My name's Harrison Tinsley. I'm a single dad in California. I stand here against all of these bills that are passing that will harm children and parents who believe that their children are perfect just the way they were born, with the sex observed at birth. California Democrats are penalizing parents who want the children to grow up healthy with intact bodies. AB 957 should terrify every single parent in this state. Every bill related to gender favors the parent who will transition the child. The state is forcing parents to abuse their children or lose them forever. I've been fighting in family court my son's entire life. I didn't meet him till he was 15 months old, in spite of being in court the entire time, so I know how vindictive and unfair family court can be. My son's mom, since he was about 2 years old, has been trying to treat him as non-binary, putting dresses and makeup on him. In spite of my son knowing full well that he's a boy, if you ask him, he'll tell you, I'm a boy, and I love being a boy, and I just want him to be happy with who he is. Does this make sense to anyone? Are we losing our minds? I finally have half custody now, thank God, and I get a precious 3 or 4 days a week with him. But if AB 957 passes, I might not have that honor anymore. My son's mom can use this bill and claim with no evidence that he's not a boy anymore and I can lose custody of him. I can get convicted of a crime for telling my son the truth. We know how that'll play out because California is a trans sanctuary state. Will it work both ways? If I say in court, look, my son says he's a boy, she's saying he's non-binary, does that mean that I'm going to win custody as well? I somehow doubt it. California hates regular parents and is waging war on families. Kids can't consent to these life-altering surgeries or hormones. Why should any parent be able to consent to the change of the sex of their child themselves? If we allow this, we allow their lives to be ruined forever. There's a reason why we already all agree that kids can't buy alcohol, tobacco, guns, they can't get tattoos. We all agree upon these things. We know that they don't have rational minds fully developed to make sound decisions that'll alter their lives forever. Please be aware of some startling statistics, as narcissistic parents are transitioning their kids and claiming that they're trans as young as even toddlers, 2 years old. I've seen it firsthand. Many of these gender-confused kids are autistic, and they have mentally unstable parents as well. AB 957 requires parents to abuse their children in a manner that the state deems acceptable. They want to confuse kids, pump them with drugs, and remove their healthy genitalia. It's state-sanctioned abuse. What is not state-sanctioned is loving your child's natural body, teaching them facts and reality. Children believe in Santa Claus. A man on a sled flies on with reindeer to every single house in the entire world and delivers a present to each boy and girl. Kids believe in Spider-Man, Batman. Me and my son like to play pretend all the time that we're superheroes. He'll be Spider-Man, I'll be Spin or Venom, and we have a fun time. But it's not like I'm going to take him to the rooftops and say, let's go swing from building to building, because I know that we're just playing pretend. Look at me. I'm an average California dad. I love my son with all my heart. I've been fighting for him my entire life, his entire life, and I always will. I'll never stop fighting for him. No matter what law California puts in place, they're coming for our children, and we need to take a stand against it. These California Democrats and Republicans need to stop this bill now, or we're going to lose a whole generation of kids. This is a moment in history. We need to stand together, draw a line in the sand and say no more. You're not taking our kids from us. Through the darkness, we will be the light. For our kids, we will always fight. Thank you.